Archangel Michael says, "Stop what you are doing right now. What I am about to tell you cannot wait until morning." Heaven has been watching your finances, your silent struggles, and the prayers you whispered when no one else was in the room. And tonight, something is shifting. Not tomorrow, not next week. Tonight, the financial atmosphere over your life is being rewritten. I am Archangel Michael, and I was sent to you with a word so specific that it could only have come from the throne room of God. You may have opened this message out of curiosity, or perhaps something pulled at your spirit and told you to stop scrolling. Either way, you are exactly where heaven needs you to be right now. This is not a coincidence. Your name was spoken in the courts of heaven before this moment arrived at your screen. Let me be honest with you. The weight you have been carrying around money, around provision, around the fear that things will never change, heaven sees all of it. Every time you checked your balance and felt your chest tighten, every time you smiled in front of others while silently wondering how you would make it through the month, every time you asked God in the dark, quietly, almost too afraid to say it out loud, "Is there more for me than this?" Heaven heard every single one of those moments. And tonight is the answer. But before I go further, I need you to do something. Take a breath, a real one. Let your shoulders drop, because what I am about to speak over your life is not a warning of more hardship. It is a declaration of a turning point. The season of financial pressure you have been living in is ending, and the season of overflow that was written into your divine blueprint is beginning. If you believe that, type "I receive it" in the comments right now. Not as a habit, not just as words. Type it as a declaration that your spirit is open and your hands are ready to receive what heaven has been holding for you. Now stay with me, because the fullness of this message is about to pour out. There is something I must tell you about the last several months of your life. You have been working harder than people around you could see. You have been faithful in places where no one gave you credit. You have been generous even when your own cup was not full, because something inside you always believed that giving to others was the right thing to do, even in a season of personal lack. Heaven noticed that. God does not miss faithfulness. He does not overlook a generous heart. And what you sowed in silence, you are about to reap in the open. I want you to understand something about divine financial timing. Heaven does not operate on the calendar of the world. It does not move based on interest rates or job markets or the economy that the news tells you to fear. Heaven moves based on readiness. It moves based on alignment, and something in your spirit aligned tonight, the moment you chose to stay and listen. That alignment is not small. It is the moment a dam breaks and water rushes through. That is what is happening in your financial timeline right now. In the next 7 days, pay close attention. Something unexpected is going to move in your direction. It may arrive as a phone call you were not expecting. It may come through a conversation that opens a door you thought was permanently closed. It may appear as a number in your account that seems almost too good to be real. Do not question it. Do not shrink back from it in disbelief. Receive it with open hands and a grateful heart, because it is not luck. It is the harvest of your faithfulness arriving exactly on divine schedule. Now I also need to speak to something deeper, because financial breakthroughs do not only come through money moving from one place to another, they come through the removal of what has been blocking the flow. And beloved, there is something in your spiritual atmosphere that has been acting as a dam, holding back the abundance that was already assigned to your name. Someone around you, someone close enough to know your plans, your goals, your dreams, has been carrying an energy of doubt about your future. They have not always said it directly, but it has shown up in small ways, a comment that felt like discouragement wrapped in concern, A moment when you shared an idea, and instead of encouragement you received hesitation, a quiet jealousy that they themselves may not even fully recognize. That energy has been creating friction in your financial field. Not because it has power over God's plan for you, but because you have been absorbing it without realizing it. You have been letting their ceiling become your ceiling. And heaven says, no more. Archangel Michael is clearing that interference right now, as these words move through your spirit. The doubt that was placed on you by someone else's unbelief is being lifted off your shoulders tonight. What they could not see in you does not define what God has written over you. Their limitation is not your limitation. Their fear of abundance is not your inheritance. Your inheritance is overflow. Your inheritance is more than enough. Your inheritance is a financial legacy that goes beyond you, reaching into your children and your children's children. Speak this out loud right now, even if it feels unusual. Say it where you are. I release every word spoken over me that said I would never have enough. I break every agreement I made with lack. I declare that abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. When you said that, something shifted. Heaven confirmed it. The angels assigned to your provision heard the declaration, and they are already moving. Let me tell you what this season looks like, because it is important that you recognize the blessings when they arrive, and do not mistake them for ordinary coincidence. In the coming days, someone is going to mention your name in a room where opportunity lives. You may not know it is happening. You will simply receive a call, a message, an offer, and wonder how it found you. It found you because heaven directed it. You have been recommended by the Spirit. You have been nominated by divine favor. Also, watch for a number that keeps appearing to you. It might be on a receipt, a license plate, a timestamp when you glance at your phone for no particular reason. That number is not random. It is a sign that the angels overseeing your financial shift are confirming that you are in the right frequency. Pay attention to those signs. They are not superstition. They are divine breadcrumbs on the path to your breakthrough. Now let me address something that many people in your situation carry but rarely talk about: shame. The quiet shame of feeling like you should be further along by now. The internal voice that compares your situation to others and finds you lacking. The belief, buried deep, that maybe you made too many mistakes, wasted too many opportunities, or disqualified yourself from the kind of financial peace that other people seem to walk in so effortlessly. I need you to hear this clearly. That voice is not from God. That voice is not from heaven. That voice is the enemy of your future, speaking through your past, trying to convince you that your story is already written, and the ending is not good. Heaven says, the ending of your financial story is not written yet, and what has been written so far is only the beginning. Every setback you experienced was not evidence of your failure. It was preparation for a level of wisdom and gratitude that people who received abundance easily do not yet possess. You know what it feels like to have nothing. That means you will know how to honor and steward everything. That is not a disadvantage. That is a divine qualification. God is not looking for people who never struggled to carry great wealth. He is looking for people who struggled and still chose faithfulness. People who had nothing and still gave. People who faced closed door after closed door and still knocked. That is you. That is your testimony. And now the doors are opening. Subscribe to this channel right now if you have not already. Because what is being released through this prophetic stream is not a one-time word. Heaven has more for you. Every message that comes through here is a piece of the puzzle of your divine assignment, and you do not want to miss the next word that has your name on it. Click subscribe and press the bell. You are not just following a channel. You are staying in the frequency where your breakthrough is being announced. Now let me speak to your home. Because financial blessings do not just come to individuals, they come to households. There is a spirit of financial anxiety that has lived inside the walls of your home for too long. It may have come through generations, patterns passed down from parents or grandparents, who also struggled and who also carried that deep fear that there was never quite enough. That generational pattern ends with you. Tonight, the bloodline shifts. The cycle of lack that has moved through your family like an inheritance of its own is being broken, and a new inheritance, one of abundance, generosity, and provision, is being established in its place. This is why the breakthrough coming to you is not just personal. It is ancestral. It is something that will echo forward into the lives of those who come after you. The miracle that begins in your finances tonight is not just about paying your bills. It is about changing the story of your entire lineage. If that lands in your spirit, write these words in the comments. I am the turning point of my family. Write it with confidence. Declare it as truth. Because heaven is listening to every word you speak in faith, and every declaration you make in alignment with God's will is a seed that grows into your next blessing. I also want to speak to those of you who have been waiting on a specific thing, a specific amount, a specific opportunity, a specific door that has been closed for what feels like far too long. Maybe you have been waiting on a business idea to finally gain traction. Maybe you have been waiting on a promotion that seems to keep going to someone else. Maybe you have been waiting on a debt to be cleared, or a loan to be approved, or a client to say yes. Heaven says the wait is not a sign that it is not coming. The wait has been preparation, and preparation is almost complete. There is a divine appointment coming your way within the next 30 days, something that will make you look back on this very moment and understand why the timing worked out exactly the way it did. Not everything that was delayed was denied. Some things were held back because the full version of the blessing required time to be assembled. And what God has assembled for you is not a partial version of what you asked for. It is the complete version. It is the upgraded version. It is the version that only became available because you kept your faith alive through the wait. Do not give up. I cannot say this strongly enough. Do not give up now. You are closer than you have ever been. The harvest you have been walking toward is not on the other side of another long season of winter. It is right here. It is at the door. It is already on its way. Your job tonight is simply to keep your heart open, your faith steady, and your hands ready. Now I want to do something. I want to speak a specific blessing over your finances right now. Not a vague hope, a specific, targeted, prophetic declaration over your money, your provision, and your future. Receive this as it is spoken. I declare that every financial door that was shut against you is now being opened by divine command. I declare that every debt that has followed you like a shadow is losing its grip on your life. I declare that unexpected income is being released into your path from sources you have not yet imagined. I declare that the spirit of lack is evicted from your home, your mind, and your bloodline. And in its place, the spirit of abundance and divine provision takes its rightful seat. I declare that your next financial breakthrough will be undeniable, that it will silence every voice that told you it would never happen, and that it will stand as a testimony that God is faithful. Receive that. Say amen if you receive it. Write amen in the comments right now. This is your moment of activation. Do not scroll past it. Heaven is recording your yes. There is someone watching this message right now who is on the edge of making a decision that feels too big, too risky, too uncertain. A business step, an investment, a career move, something that requires a level of faith that does not feel natural right now. Heaven is speaking directly to you in this moment. The thing that feels too big for you is not too big for God. The step that feels uncertain is already covered by divine strategy that you cannot yet fully see. Move, make the decision, take the step, and watch how heaven moves in response. Courage activates provision, faith unlocks supply. The moment you move in the direction of what God placed in your heart, the resources needed for that vision begin to move toward you from every direction. You do not have to figure out the entire path, you only have to take the next step. Heaven handles the rest. Now, as we move toward the close of this message, I want you to understand something about what tonight means for you going forward. This is not just a message you watched and felt good about for a few minutes before returning to the same worries. This is a marker, a line in the timeline of your life that separates what was from what is about to be. The version of you who existed in financial anxiety before tonight, and the version of you who walks forward from this moment in faith and expectation, are two different people. You are no longer the person waiting for a breakthrough. You are the person who has received the word of the breakthrough and is now walking into it. Carry that identity with you. When the anxiety tries to return, as it sometimes will, remind yourself of this moment. Remind yourself that heaven spoke over your finances. Remind yourself that your name was called in a prophetic stream meant for your season. Remind yourself that the angels assigned to your provision are working even when you cannot see movement. Do not let the silence of the natural world convince you that heaven has gone quiet. Heaven is never quiet when it comes to those it loves. If this message has stirred something real in you, share it right now with one person who came to your mind while you were listening. Not because sharing earns you blessings, but because the same word that changed your atmosphere tonight can change theirs. When you become a vessel for heaven's message, you invite even more of heaven's supply into your own life. Press share, send it to that person. Speak life into their financial season, the same way life was spoken into yours tonight. And if you feel led to support this mission and the work of reaching souls who are still in financial darkness, you can find a link in the description and the pinned comment. Every seed planted into this work is a seed planted into the awakening of people who are still waiting to hear what you heard tonight. Your generosity is not lost. It returns to you multiplied, just as God promised. To those of you who stayed until this moment, I want you to know something. You did not stay by accident. Your spirit held you here because it knew that this word was for you. That is not coincidence. That is divine appointment. You are seen. You are chosen. You are on the edge of a financial breakthrough that is going to change the story of your life. Walk into tomorrow differently. Walk into it knowing that the atmosphere over your finances has been shifted by a word released from heaven tonight. Walk into it with expectation, not dread. With openness, not defense. With faith, not fear. The angels are with you. They will not leave your house until the blessing has been delivered. Your season of overflow is beginning now. Peace be upon you.